Hi, Mark here from the Tangent-Bound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangent-Bound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangent-Bound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangentBoundNetwork.com and see if Tangent-Bound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a spurner. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 344.
Sexiest podcast on the network. Brian.
Yeah.
Like usual.
Yeah. Back with all the energy and power as usual.
Yeah, exactly.
Oof.
What's a little, it's been a long, we're a little wonky today, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. We're recording on a Sunday,
Right,
so
right.
It's strange. Other weekend things have happened, that normally would be next week's show, but now I don't know.
Now it's become this week's show.
Right. So
just like that.
Yep. Pretty simple. Pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It is nice that we
Hey, Brian.
What?
I was going to say, hey, Brian, how the hell are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm not too bad, I guess. Second day this week with no headache, so that's better than last week. Oof.
Like 2 out of 7 days?
Yeah. Pretty awesome, right?
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Pretty awesome.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's
what's up with that?
It's just our weather, just that switching, constantly. Like, it's warm for 2 days, it's cold for 2 days and snowy, then it's rainy, then it's warm again. It's just my sinuses just go crazy, and that's, one of the places my migraines trigger. So it's a good time.
Yeah, it sounds like a great time, man.
Not at all.
I dare I say you're loving it.
Yeah. Oh, clearly. I'm soup's excited for it,
Soup's excited, huh?
Yeah. Jeez.
That's hilarious. Oh, well, that really sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm good. Well, I guess with that, I'm good today because, like I said, I don't have a headache today, so that's a step in the right direction. Especially with having to record this and the Crazy Life, and then I have to go through and do all the things to them and then post everything. It's like if I had a migraine, I'd probably be done, after we record. I'd be like, yeah, they're going up tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. So how about you? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's been a weird Sunday. I was expecting to be like relaxing and shit today, and it would turn into a whole running around since basically I woke up kind of day.
It's a good time.
Between getting my kid to work and, like Leah's like, oh, I think she's going to join some volleyball teams. So we took her out to her first practice there, and it's just been run all day.
Yeah.
It's been like that all weekend, though. Quite honestly, it's been weird.
Yeah.
Nothing like a nice, relaxing weekend, right?
Yeah. Nice, relaxing weekend where you basically come home to go to bed.
Yeah, it's kind of how it's kind of felt like.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, fair enough.
But, what are you doing? What are you going to do?
Right. So, what are you nipping on there?
This is from Roke, Royal Oak Brewing.
Mm-hmm.
It's Blow Your Face Out. Nice little double IPA action.
That's a good name. I like that.
Yeah, and it does. It's very hoppy and delicious, and it's really it tastes amazing right now. It's kind of what I'm saying.
Fair enough. Good way to cap off the weekend, right?
Yeah, basically. It's been all week. All weekend's been like a couple beers here, a couple beers there. It's actually been kind of nice.
Yeah, I can see that. Not too bad.
Yeah, the lady and I went out on Friday, and then yesterday we ended up going out at the last minute, and yeah, it's just been one of those kind of weekends. We're like a couple beers. Yeah, it's been all right.
All right, yeah, works.
Mixed into the busyness, of course.
Right, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Although, despite me bitching about my weekend, I had a 3-day weekend because it was supposed to be Whiskey Fest.
Oh, yeah, right.
And that shit got postponed for some reason.
Yeah,
I just kept my day off anyway.
I was wondering if they postponed it because of like potential weather or something, but I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think any of the 3 days we were supposed to get anything crazy. So
I think it was something to do with some sort of license they were supposed to get or permit they were supposed to get.
Yeah,
and it just didn't happen at the time, so they had to push the event back.
Well, that's a good reason.
Something like that. Yeah. It was something like that, if I recall.
Right. Yeah.
From what I heard, because I didn't actually see the email that said it was canceled and shit.
Right. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be received too well if they're like, we don't have the permit, but fuck it, let's do it anyway.
Well, yeah.
Like we're gonna hold you in like
gut instinct.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll say my first gut instinct was because of all that shit weather we recently got. Winter Beer Fest got pushed back a weekend.
Right.
Like maybe they don't want to do it the same weekend as Winter Beer Fest. Go Michigan drinkers.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Do I go to the beer fest? Do I go to Whiskey Fest?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought maybe that might have something to do with it, but apparently not.
Yeah. It's interesting. You're right, though. That would make sense to not double up because, you're really hitting a lot. Well, maybe not. I'm sure there's overlap, because
right.
Who doesn't like beer and whiskey?
Yeah, I would. Yes, hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Shot of beer, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Although I think I'm gonna try to get out of the shot game as much as I can.
Yeah, that's probably a good plan.
It's a bad idea.
Right?
Just a terrible one.
Every time we talk on here about doing shots, the stories never end well. Usually ends with a shit show. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if I'm going to be sipping on whiskey, I'll sip on whiskey.
Right.
I don't need to do, like, the cinnamon labia shot or something.
Don't lie. If there was a cinnamon labia shot, you'd do it.
At least once.
Right. For the story. Yeah.
For the story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm with you, though. I don't go out of my way to want shots anymore. Don't get me wrong. I'm dumb enough to drink them if someone puts them in front of me, but, because I don't want to be rude.
Well, yeah. What are you, a jerk or something?
Right, exactly. The other side of it, too, is it's like the whiskeys and stuff that I like, really, I don't want to shoot them because I don't want to have to buy another one right away,
Yeah, I hear you, right?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm just shooting whiskey to get drunk, I'm going to be like, hey, what's the cheapest whiskey you got?
Yeah, exactly. Like, hand me that rubbing alcohol to clean the bar with.
Right? Just give me that rag. I'm sure there's other booze in there too.
Yeah, this shit's delicious.
Yeah. Oh, God, I can't even imagine the taste of a bar rag.
Oh, God, it's got to be terrible.
Right?
Yeah.
Man. Ooh.
Somebody's done that. Some asshole has wringed out a bar rag into a glass.
Oh, I'm sure somewhere, yeah. For a bet.
Some frat boy idiot.
Yeah. I got $20, says you won't drink the rag water. Put it on the bar.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Let me see that 20. Ring, ring, chug, chug, death.
Yeah. Even when I would do...
At least I hope it ends with death.
Well, I don't see how it can't. It just seems like the bar rag, no matter what it contains. Because it's either going to contain very strong chemicals, or booze, or vomit and various other things, probably.
Yeah. Lip herpes.
Yeah, whatever other fluids people drop on the counter.
Like spare Cheeto dust.
Right. Couple corn nuts.
Yeah, exactly. It's awful.
Yeah,
full of awfulness.
Just terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, Trevor.
Right. So what all did you do this week then?
Well, it's been a media heavy week for me, actually.
Okay.
Because I guess since we're going over 2 weekends, I might as well cover everything because topical.
Sure.
But like last weekend, we decided we ended up having a movie night over at McHale's house. Jeannie and I went over there, and we just started perusing Netflix, right?
Yeah.
And we watched Zombievers,
right?
Which was pretty entertaining movie. It was terrible.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible, but it was entertaining.
Right. I don't know if you remember, but back on the now defunct Rock and Roll Cheeseburger podcast, when they had the director on there, like, he knew what he was making, like, he went out of, he's like, we know we're making a campy movie. So it was,
Oh, and it was campy and it was glorious in its campiness.
Right. I need to watch it. It's been in my Netflix queue forever.
High end watching it for sure.
Nice.
There's all kinds of just like blatant, pointless nudity in it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Which is always a good thing,
Naked beavers everywhere, huh?
That too.
Terrible.
But so I watched that, and then after that, I was like, well, it's so early, we should watch another movie, clearly.
Right.
And on Netflix, and this is actually a pretty cool movie, there's this movie called The ABCs of Death 2. And apparently the ABCs of Death 1 is on Netflix. I just haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
But what it is it's 27 short movies,
mm-hmm.
and each corresponds to a letter of the alphabet.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So all these directors would pull a letter out, and then they would look in the dictionary and pick a word that starts with that letter, and then direct the movie based on that word.
Oh, interesting. All right.
And there was definitely some fucked up movies.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was worth watching. I mean, I can't. Yeah, ABC's of Death was pretty cool. I for sure recommend that. So then we finished watching that, and then it's like Jeannie's like to Michelle, she's like, "Have you ever seen Inglourious Bastards?" And she's like, "No." We're like, "Oh well, we at least have to watch the opening chapter."
Right.
You know, where Christoph Waltz comes to the house and drinks the milk and finds the Jews and all that.
Spoiler.
And, we ended up watching the whole movie.
Yeah. Well, why?
We just ended up watching the whole damn movie.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a media heavy Saturday. Like I don't think we got home till almost 2 a.m. because we're like, oh my god, I can't believe we watched. But whatever, you know.
Yeah, right.
But so what the fuck? Oh, but so we did that, and then this weekend we watched Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
Which have you seen that yet?
I have not. No.
Great movie, Brian. You need to watch that for sure.
Yeah, I plan to. I just haven't yet.
Yeah, it was awesome. Big fan of that. Big fan.
Right.
But then we also went and saw Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
Which I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything about it, of course.
Right.
But are you going to see Black Panther in the theaters, or you don't know?
I don't know if I'll be able to see it in the theaters because I think most of my options have now been exhausted.
Fair enough. Well, one. Have you ever been to the Phoenix Theater up in Monroe, Michigan?
I'm familiar with it because I've been up there plenty of times. I've never been in the actual theater, though, no.
Bro, I'm pretty sure that's the only place we're watching movies from now on.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because it's not a very big theater, but first off, they have the jumbo tub O popcorn, just the O.
Right.
So that got me some respect there. And they also have the jumbo cup O soda.
Right.
So respect.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get a larger jumbo size, that shit's just refillable. You just go back home and you just fill it up again.
Nice.
Bonus points there.
Sure.
Secondary bonus points. It's not a movie theater style seating. Every chair is a recliner.
Nice.
That, you kick your feet up and there's still enough people to walk in front of you with their feet kicked up.
That's nice.
And it's like a big leather recliner. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I've never been there before. I feel like a real asshole.
Yeah, well, I mean, you are, but not for this reason.
Yeah, I mean, that's beside the point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But Black Panther was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Although, with all the hype on the internet,
yeah,
I was going to be way better. It was good, but I wasn't like, oh my god, like the internet's doing right now.
I think that's, part of that is probably that people don't have a clue about Black Panther. So, keep it, like, go back to Guardians of the Galaxy, and even though, don't get me wrong,
right.
Guardians was my favorite Marvel movie, to this point, but, if you waited a while to go, you'd probably have a similar thing to where you're like, man, everybody's talking how great this is, but I think you're probably right. That probably kills a little of it, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, because on Instagram for a while there, every post was like Black Panther raid, and everyone's like, oh my, it's the best movie. Right. Everyone's freaking out.
Yeah.
And then and then like I said, I watched it and it was good, but I don't think it was as good as everyone's saying.
I hear you.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Fair enough. So
I enjoyed it.
So, man, I forgot I keep forgetting what our new scale is.
The last one we did was shirtless Kylo.
That's right. Okay. So, how many shirts?
It's been kind of like, we've been kind of like mixing it up, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know what the best thing to go for on this one is. So.
I don't know either, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, let's just go with shirtless Kylos then.
Yeah. I'll probably give it like 3 3/4 shirtless Kylos.
Okay.
I mean, it was really good, and no, we'll go 4 shirtless Kylos.
Okay.
We'll go 4.
Right. Just because you wanted to see another shirtless Kylo.
Well, yeah, I mean, them dark side pecs, right?
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, yeah, it was good.
Mm.
I liked it. I would definitely recommend watching it.
Right.
And of course, the soundtrack's incredible.
Yeah, I listened to the soundtrack some point last week.
Yeah, very good soundtrack.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're probably right. Maybe a lot of it's like, like you said, people are just like unfamiliar with Black Panther and kind of blown away by the whole concept of the character. And
yeah, because really, most people probably have no introduction to that character other than what was in the Avengers movie or the Cap movie, whatever it is that he's in. Captain America.
Yeah, he's there for like 2 seconds and scratched up Cap's shield.
Right.
And someone's shining a laser pointer on it, and he just attacked it.
That's pretty much what happened, yeah.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's pretty close, yeah.
Right.
But, other than that, they probably don't really have a real frame of reference to it, so... And it's like, I'm not super familiar with the stuff either, but I've read a decent amount of the books over the years, so I don't know.
Right.
But I believe I said the same thing about Guardians, though. It was the same thing, like nobody knew who the hell any of those characters were unless you were one of the like 4 people that read the books back in the day.
Right.
Like nobody read that shit in the back. We worked at a comic shop for years. I never had a person say, "Do you have any of the back issues of Guardians of the Galaxy?"
Yeah.
Not once.
Yeah. Exactly. We're checking like underneath tables to, keep a level and stuff.
Yeah, right. Like, I think there's some propping those Sonic books up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
But yeah, it's been all, I've just been consuming movies. I haven't watched this many movies in a week in a long time.
Right. I've watched a bunch of shit this week too, actually. So it's interesting. But apparently,
lay it on me, my friend. We're talking movie shit. We're watching.
Well, I've been watching TV shows.
But you're not, friend.
I've been watching shows. I haven't been watching movies, but
that's fine.
I watched all of Altered Carbon last week.
I haven't finished it yet. Is it worth finishing?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Because it took me 2 episodes to really care. Like, the first episode, when I was done, I was like, eh. And somebody I was talking to online, they're like, no, watch the second episode. Like, give it a chance. Like, all right. And I watched it, and at the end of that one, I was like, all right, I gotta see the third one now, because there's a little hook,
How about that Edgar Allan Poe hotel?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. That character's great. Like, the guy that is the host there, concierge, whatever the hell he is, that's a great character. Yeah, it's really interesting how it plays out. How far did you get?
Maybe 4 episodes in now. Okay. 5, maybe. We're not that far in.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to spoil anything. I just was curious what, where you were at. Yeah, definitely give it a finish though. I'll say this, the end basically sets up to where you could walk right into a season 2, no problem. Which,
for some reason, it doesn't surprise me.
No, right? Yeah, that's just smart writing, because, if you can make a show or something to where at the very end of it, it could be, that's it, and you're good, or you could easily pick up a second season. That's brilliant. That's just perfect. That's a great way to end a first season, of anything.
Yeah, for sure. Right.
Yeah. And I just finished last night the first season of, they just put a show in there a few weeks ago, I think. It's called, Frankenstein Chronicles.
And, oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Like, obviously The Thing or whatever.
Right. And it's from 2015, I think. There's 2 seasons of it. I finished the first season last night. And it stars, Sean Bean. So the whole time I'm like, well, where's he gonna die? Cause
exactly. Clearly this episode.
Right.
Really? He made it. Okay. Well, next episode.
Yeah. But he's basically a guy who's tasked with finding, they find a body that has been, Frankenstein, sewn together and it's
right.
in the river. And then he's charged with, figuring out who did it. Because, and so it's him investigating, and as he investigates, he finds these other wrinkles and folds and stuff, and it's been a pretty decent show. It's not great, but it's been pretty good. you know, and,
Right.
and then, you know, it really picks up at the end, and the end of the season really is a whoa kind of thing. So again, no spoilers. I don't want to, you know, if someone hasn't seen it, but I thought that was pretty decent. And, did you see Netflix? Joel McHale has a show on there now.
Yeah, I have seen it. Is that good?
It's very talk soup. But it's not completely talk soup. Yeah, it's like there's a segment that he does a little pop culture stuff. Then there's usually some little bit, you know, that plays off of something else. And, you know, it was funny though. Like, you know, if you're a fan of talk soup and Joel McHale on talk soup, then, you know, you'll like it. Like there's one sketch in the first episode where he goes to get, I think, a coffee or something like that. And, oh shit, what's her name? The woman from Community that's in Glow. Allison Brie?
Oh.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. She pops up and he, you know, cause he just walks up to the counter and he's basically like, you know, give me, I don't remember what it was, but like, give me a Danish and a coffee. And she pops up and he goes, oh, hey, Allison, whatever. And she says something and he goes, yeah, so a Danish and a coffee.
That's awesome.
And then, God, what's his name? Jim Rash, I think's his name. The one that played the Dean. He pops up, you know, and there's an interaction between the three of them that was pretty good. It was, you know, so, but, you know, again, it's great because it's Joel McHale just being Joel McHale, and they can freely cuss on the show. He drops C-bombs like 3 or 4 times, I think, in the first 2 episodes. So, you know.
Is this kind of like a weekly news type show situation?
It's once a week. And like I said, they do a little bit from pop culture, but like the one episode, I think they just focused on like, one show, and then another one showed things from around the world, you know, so it's not the same one, you know, it's not like on Talk Soup where it was, you know, kind of the same segment every week at this point. And I haven't watched the third one yet, but at this point they were different, you know.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I've always liked Joel McHale. I've always been a fan.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. And again, he's playing, you know, he's back into his, you know, it's the Talk Soup, Joel McHale, you know, so like I said, if you liked that, you'll probably like this. If you didn't like that, I would suggest skipping this.
Yeah. Avoid at all cost.
Right. There's one moment that I really want to like tell you from it, but I kind of don't because I want you to see it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I feel like there was something else I watched, but I don't know. Last night I decided to, I've been listening to podcasts a lot, you know, when I'm sitting here at the computer, and last night I was like, man, I need some music in my life, you know? And,
right.
So I just hit random on the iTunes, and, Die My Darling, from Garage Inc. came up, and I was like, oh, you know what? And next thing you know, I'm listening to like all of Garage Inc. So,
right.
I haven't listened to it in so long, and you know, it was, yeah. It's weird though, cause that's one of those albums that I can tell you exactly what was going on in my life when I really was listening to it originally. Yeah. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. But anyway, you know.
Yeah, I've listened to Garage Inc. in a long time.
Yeah. And again, you know, Metallica is one of the best cover bands ever, so.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
There's so many tracks on that I love. You know, there's a few that I'm meh about, but there's so many that I absolutely love. So, yeah. And I couldn't help but laugh at Whiskey in a Jar when he starts doing the whatever. How yeah, exactly.
God damn it, Hetfield.
Yeah, for that exact reason.
Yeah,
and that may not be funny to anyone else, but I know it is to us because that's been a gag of ours for feckin' ever. So
it's like he ate a really hot nacho full melty cheese and stuff.
Maybe
he's trying to like get it down.
Yeah, it seems like he wouldn't want to put hot things near his face anymore.
Yeah, you think you'd learn?
Yeah.
That
was sad.
Blame it.
Oh man, I think that's what I've watched this week. I feel like there might be something else, but I can't remember it. So whatever.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also, finally in my life, I got to try cauliflower pizza crust.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, because one of our favorite little local pizza places, Pizza Cat.
Yep.
Fuck yeah! Shout out to Pizza Cat.
Meow.
They offer cauliflower crust, and Jeannie got it one night at work.
Yeah.
And she brought home like half a pie. You know.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it's not as like light and like airy as like a standard pizza crust would be.
Yeah.
But it was just as crunchy and everything. It was very hard to differentiate.
Interesting.
Like, it was delicious.
Nice.
For sure, trying it again.
Yeah,
I would recommend you give it a whirl too. As you know, Johnny Pizza over here.
Right. I almost
cauliflower crust was legit. Yeah,
it's like I wanted to, like when I saw it on their menu, but you know I was kind of like, you know, it's one of those things. Like sometimes I'll see something on a menu and I'll be like, I don't want to try it because if I don't like it, then I've spent that money and I still need to order something else. Then, you know.
Yeah, exactly. The old "what if it sucks" clause.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I did the same thing because when we were there, I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna get a standard issue pizza."
Right, exactly. Because I did when we were at Ottawa Tavern. I thought about it. Like when I was looking at the stuff, I really thought about it, and I was like, you know. And I even had the thought cross my mind that it's like, you know, there's a chance you may like it if I don't, you know.
Yeah.
Or you know whatever. So because you know that's how it is sometimes. You get something and one person's like, someone else is like, give me that, I'll eat all of it.
Yeah, house,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I was surprised how delicious and crunchy and crispy. Because I was expecting, like, Jeannie's grandma's allergic to gluten, legitimately allergic. Not like these people, you know, most people are like, I'm allergic. It's like, nah,
right,
you're really not.
Yeah,
like she could die if she has gluten.
Fair enough.
So they get her gluten-free pizzas, and they're fucking terrible.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Yeah,
like if the pizza comes, it comes in its own little tray that keeps the crust like together.
Right, which is
and
sad.
It's just not good.
Yeah,
but this was just in a pizza box. Like I said, you hold it up, and it was, you know, stiff as a board, light as a feather situation.
Right.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Whatever they do it right, and it was tasty.
Yeah, well, good. That's yeah. I'll definitely keep that in mind next time we're at a place, or it's a
Ottawa Tavern.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ottawa Tavern, or if we happen to grab.
We got a goofy concert to go to at the end of the month.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right.
There you go.
Or tribute bands. Tickets are like $8.
It's ridiculous.
I think we can manage.
Tributes to us, right?
Well, of course, Salty Language tribute band.
Nice.
Exactly.
That would be very odd.
It would be very odd. It's just our theme song, like the Whitehaven drinking song. If you've been listening to us that long,
sure, yeah.
I'm not sure what else.
Beer drinking, hell raising.
Oh yeah, beer drink. Oh, I mean, I could do that right now.
Boom.
Maybe. I don't know where it is.
All right.
Never mind. The moment's fast. Yeah, there's that. I guess you could do some songs from some of the people we've had on as guests. Mm-hmm. We've had a lot of musicians on as guests.
True. Yeah, that'd work.
I don't know.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a very long concert.
No, it wouldn't be a very long concert at all.
Pretty quick show. Yeah. Like, all right, we played our 4 songs. Peace out.
Like, we played 4 songs? What?
Yeah.
I want to see people portraying us on stage.
Yes.
That's what I want to see.
Right.
We need to vet, like, you know, put out a Craigslist ad and vet actors / musicians for us.
Right.
Just musicians. We can just dress them out the way we want to.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
Yep. Yeah, here's a beard.
Yeah.
Here's some glasses.
It's going to be pretty simple to outfit them. I'm a t-shirt and jeans guy, and you're a fairly simple, you know, or you're fancifully dressed, but we'll have to decide on which way we go there, you know.
Or we make them we just dress them up like maybe like a Weird Al concert. Like they have to keep changing outfits to reflect the songs.
That's a good idea right there. Yes.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I like this plan a lot. And they have to hammer beers while they're playing.
Oh, just relentlessly.
Yeah.
And do shots, despite the fact we're getting out of the shot game.
Right. Because it's a terrible idea.
It's a terrible idea. Like in between songs, this is a terrible idea.
Yep.
Like, do a shot.
Well, that'd be a great name for a song, though. Terrible idea. It's just a song
idea,
about shots. Yeah.
True. Or we just commission a band to write music inspired by our program.
Yeah. There's plenty for them to pull from.
There's so many song titles / movie or episode titles.
Yeah. No, there's movie titles too.
Pentagram Kids.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Just death metal. Death metal of cats yowling.
Yep. That's still easily one of my favorite show titles of ours.
It's a classic.
Hopefully.
That's why it's one of those ones I'll never forget.
No. And one that if we were ever brewing beer would certainly be one of the first ones, you know.
Oh yeah, that'd be the Imperial Stout.
Yeah, I was going to say it's got to be a dark beer, of course, because
that'll kick you right in the teeth, too.
Right.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Brewed with cat fur, delicious.
Yeah, kitty litter.
Ooh, even better.
got that fresh step tang.
Oh man, it's funny. I was gonna say, while we're talking about beers, I actually have a story for the week here that has to do with beer. It was dropped in the beer group earlier today, and I just don't know how I feel about this. It's
all right.
Apparently, there's a few breweries that are putting glitter in beer.
I saw that somewhere recently. I think on my Apple News, glitter beer.
Yeah, and the article I have is from Vice. But
right,
the one said that the one I thought was actually it was really appropriate was one of the brewers at a place. She did a Lisa Frank tribute beer, basically. So it was like a pink peppercorn, and I forgot what else it said. Here we go. Lemon and pink peppercorn Saison, dubbed the Trapper Keeper, and she had glitter in it. That fits the gimmick. So,
Right.
But why does beer need glitter otherwise? I don't... Because it looks pretty? Really?
I can only assume, obviously, it's edible glitter.
It is. That was actually... They said that the two questions they get the most are... where is it? Oh, whether or not you would pee the glitter. And if
that sounds horrifying.
Right. And or if it was safe for the environment. Because, glitter is really not safe for the environment. It's
right.
Pretty awful, actually. But like the one woman said, she's like, we use like food grade glitter. She's like, so it dissolves in your body. And she's like, so you don't have to worry about it anywhere else either, because it dissolves.
Well, here's what I'm wondering though.
Mm-hmm.
What is it made out of that it doesn't dissolve in the beer?
Good question, right? I mean, I guess maybe it's something that's fine in beer, but our stomach acid is what dissolves it or something. I don't know.
I guess it just seems like,
yeah.
Like I could see if it was like the glass, like, oh, well, I need a pint of this, bullshit, and they rim it in edible glitter or something real lame.
Or like if Founders did their solid gold beer with like gold leaf or something around the, or even if it had like gold flake.
Schlager.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, if something like that I could at least see, be like, well, it fits the gimmick, but.
Yeah, I don't know about glitter beer.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still kind of opposed to fruit beer, and I found some I actually enjoy.
Yeah.
So glitter beer.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, to each their own and everything, I guess here. I just don't, just doesn't do anything for me.
How soon, bubble tea, everyone loves that bubble tea of those little, I don't even know what the hell it is, floating in them. Are we going to have bubble beer of some sort of coming up, or?
If it could happen, probably, cause it's a gimmick, I don't know how you would brew that though, cause, to be able to keep the bubbles.
I think you'd have to add them in afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, I don't think you'd be able to do it ahead of time. Yeah. I could see somebody doing it though, cause it'd look cool in a glass, basically,
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, I've heard bubble tea is amazing, but I've never partaken. But I have eaten the little things they put in them.
Yeah.
Because it used to be a frozen frozen yogurt place that was an option. And I made some sort of Fruity Pebble disaster. And I was like, oh, well, this is like fruit. And I threw it on there, you know?
Right.
And
Fruity Pebble disaster is exactly what it should have been called, though.
Well, yeah, it was like, you know, strawberries and vanilla and Fruity Pebbles. It was a nightmare.
Sure, sure.
You know, sometimes you go to those Kroger places and you have 8 million toppings to choose from. Shit's going to get crazy, you know?
Were the toppings cursed?
Of course.
That's bad.
But, I mean, I don't know. I couldn't imagine, like, drinking a glass of whatever the fuck it is, and then you have these little, almost like egg,
right,
type situation floating in it.
Especially as it gets later in the evening, to where you're like, one more beer might put me over the edge, and then that happens, and you're like, because it's kind of reminiscent of what's going to happen soon.
Yeah, exactly. That weird texture that's suddenly in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like gushers and beer should never be mixed.
I disagree. I actually think there should be beer gushers. That'd be delicious. Or just make it like a gushers thing that's got a shot in it, right?
Now we're talking.
They have to be bigger, of course, because, you know, you need to be able to put more booze in them. Or you just have to.
Or you put a lot of them.
Yeah, I was just going to say, or you put like a 6 or something in a glass, yeah.
So you make booze-filled gushers, right? Mm-hmm. Drop them in beer. It's like a Boilermaker.
Basically. I don't.
Sure.
I guess. I don't know.
Is that how it works?
Maybe.
I feel like, you know, if I had some sort of like food lab situation, I would be on this shit tomorrow morning.
Me too, because that'd be fun to do.
Well, we asked you to make saltines. Be like, karate kick.
Yeah.
No. I'm making booze gushers.
And of course you yelled karate kick as you did it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I always pronounce my karate moves.
Right. Like in anime.
Back chop.
Yep.
You know?
Like it's an anime.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Especially when it comes to karate kick.
I just hold up a background behind you that has speed lines on it.
Yes, exactly.
Kia!
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm almost infamous now for yelling karate kick and then kicking something.
Right, yeah. But it doesn't matter what kick it is. You know, if it's an axe kick, you have to yell that, side kick, or step in side kick, sorry. You know, you have to announce it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, booze gush. That might be. Why do we give these ideas freely to the world? Every week we come up with something like, this is amazing.
I'll say this though.
And then,
like, if somebody later on was like, hey, we listened to your show and here's the booze gushers thing, I'd be like, dude.
Excellent work.
Yeah.
Now we own this.
Yeah, because we have proof that the idea was ours.
Because look at the timestamp of our show.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're like, well, how about this? We'll give you a discount on booze and your name on the label. We're like, sweet.
Sold. Sold and sold.
We would have done it for the 3% discount.
I don't think Booze Gushers is a good name, though.
No. Well, plus Gushers is, you know, already used.
Yeah.
So you have to.
Right. Yeah. I don't know what it would be called, though. Boozelets? No, like droplets, but booze?
Boozelets.
You know? Boozelets?
I think we need to let someone else worry about this.
We'll have to workshop this.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can't blue sky something later.
Right, exactly. We'll figure it out.
Huh.
Yeah, so anyway, you know, I don't know. The glitter beer thing's weird. You know, also, I mean, you know, if you're going into like dive bars and stuff, I can't see glitter beer being real popular because you're not going to be able to see it, but, you know, whatever.
Well, plus you probably get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. So, if someone gets a glitter beer spilled on them, no. And then they go home.
Get accused of going to the strip club.
Yeah, exactly. Now see, if I was a strip club, I would serve exclusively glitter beers.
But Brian, picture us. If we're drinking glitter beer, that shit's in our beard.
Oh God, you're right, it will be. Luckily it dissolves apparently, but you know, still.
I'm just saying.
You're right, though. It would be everywhere.
Like, you come home and we got, like, you know, like the milk mustache at glitter.
Yeah.
Like, what were you doing at the strip club?
Right. What do you think?
Yeah, exactly. Just making raspberries.
On that beer.
That's it.
A couple of frosty pints if you catch my drift.
Were you throwing back some more of those cinnamon labia shots? Yes.
Shots? No.
Yes, I was. But her name was Cinnamon.
Right? Oh my. Yep.
Oh my, indeed.
Oh man. Wow. That's... Yeah, we really need to get a distillery / brewery open. Why aren't we doing this? Someone needs to give us money for this.
There you go. I was like, I think I'll come on the finances.
I guess. Whatever. Could we just do a hostile takeover?
Well, I guess. I mean, it worked in Airheads.
Right.
So.
Karate kick.
Yeah.
Damn it, I see your kung fu's better than mine. Like, damn right.
We just need wealthy backers that believe in our brand.
Or really senile. Yeah.
Or that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Either way.
Mm-hmm. Like, Grandpa, I need more money for lollipops and sticks to push, circles with.
Baseball cards.
Baseball cards, sure, that too.
I'll figure it DiMaggio. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, sure.
We'll name the first drink Joltin Joe just for him,
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of like Four Loko.
Yeah. Oh.
Which
Well,
they
I guess
still make. I saw that at the gas station today. It can't be as dangerous as it used to be. Whatever. I don't even know what made it dangerous.
I
guess because it was like a speedball.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it's an upper and a downer in one thing. Yeah.
But then you should be fine. It should be like drinking Dasani.
It's not quite how it works out in the body, though.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe not everyone else's body. Ours, though. We process shit differently.
Dude, I drank one. Because I was like, I gotta see what this is all about. I drank one, and I thought my heart was gonna come through my chest. And I was like, probably shouldn't drink these. And that was the end of it, so.
Fair enough.
That's probably why you're not supposed to drink them, because, your heart may explode or something. I don't know.
Explode, schmicklode.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been cool and all. Because if I would have felt that it was going to explode, I would have, pulled it out of my own chest and thrown it way up into the air so nobody would get harmed by it.
Exactly. I mean, for the safety of others.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That would be a very weird thing to see. Somebody's just...
And then the heart explodes.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah, not like a little explosion, but like enough that...
he's drinking.
Yeah. Enough that it would have like leveled a city block.
Yeah. Blows out all the windows.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Knock some broad's fake cans right off of her.
Right. Wow. That would be powerful.
That would be powerful.
That would be powerful. Oh man. Like, what the hell did you drink, dude? Joltin Joe.
Joltin Joe.
No, do you know what? If we had Joltin Joe, do you know what it would be? It would be booze and coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Some sort of bottled, coffee booze.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, remember Budweiser had the energy drink?
They did. See, the top label, it'll be the name would just be Joltin Joe, and then underneath it, like on the bottom label, would just be a coffee booze concoction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Make it look like some sort of old timey,
I was going to say we put a picture of a guy like, old style boxing, bare knuckle boxing.
Like Notre Dame logo.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Except a guy who looks like he would fall apart if he swung once. We get a really decrepit looking dude on there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Definitely. We go start combing the bridges.
Right.
There's a guy.
Then our advertising campaign is him, like we put him in the Ali pose when he's, after he just knocked the dude out, that real famous Ali picture, And, we'll do that kind of stuff with him to where it looks like he's just crushing people, even though he's this wisp of a man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Covered in like abscesses and shit.
Right. Just destroying people.
God damn, that Joltin Joe is something else.
Yeah. Like, what do you owe your success to? Joltin Joe. Like,
Joltin
nice.
Joe.
Nice.
Not only can I knock out dudes, I can please the ladies.
It gives me the strength I need in the ring.
Yeah, exactly. Strength I need in the ring and in the bedroom. This is better than tiger rhino. Rhino horn.
Wow, tiger rhino.
That's the animal I'm actually working on in my lab, a tiger rhino. It's fucking sick.
That's terrifying. Like tiger claws and, rhino horns. That's terrifying.
Yeah, thick hide, but nimbly.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to face that thing. Stripes?
It's real.
Stripes, right?
Oh.
Because it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, stripes, but armor plated.
No, of course.
Fucking sick. Still has stupid eyes, though.
It looks like something that would have been like a Tiger Force vehicle from G.I. Joe.
Yeah, definitely. But you know that awesome tiger tail? Couldn't reproduce it. Still got that stupid rhino tail.
Oh, damn it.
It
Well,
looks ridiculous.
You can't be perfect, You know what we could do, though?
What are you going to do?
We could just put a prosthetic on it.
That's true.
So it looks
Staple
cool. Yeah. Staple it. Just, you got the old swing line pulled open. You just overhand swinging down there. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold still. Jump.
My hand! Because, that's probably what I would end up hitting. Like, my hand has a tail now.
Now we have a Tiger Stewart right now.
I'm the most deadly type. Because I can hold a gun. That's...
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously not in the hand that's attached to the tiger.
No, not that one. Yeah. It wouldn't, well, even if I could, it wouldn't be very effective unless the whole gimmick turned a certain way and then,
Yeah.
like turn left, I want to shoot him. Kind of like when you're in those vehicles in like Call of Duty, when you're on the side and you have that limited window to shoot from.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, turn right so I can shoot.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right. Whew. Wow, all that from glitter beer, huh?
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what happens.
I agree. Oh, I didn't write down glitter beer in my show notes. What's wrong with me?
So last night, after we got done watching Thor Ragnarok and roll,
Right.
we ventured out and went and visited Valerie while she's karaoke DJing.
Mm-hmm.
Just had a beer and went home.
Mm.
That crowd last night was insane, though.
Yeah.
It was packed in there.
Same place or a different place?
Same place.
Okay.
Same place. She texted like, "Hey, you guys coming out?" We're like, "Yeah, all right, we'll come out." But I can't believe how much people love karaoke.
Right?
I really can't. Like, the same people were singing, which whatever.
Yeah,
except
that's
this one woman behind me, because like she announced over the PA, like, "Hey, Tony, can you get a hold of that one behind you? Because it's her turn." I'm like, "Ma'am, it's your turn to sing." And the lady's just like, "Fuck you." Like, okay.
Maybe somebody else signed her up for it.
I don't know.
Because, that's something I would do to you, so.
Fair enough.
Remember when we were at Mutt's that one night, and they had a thing where you could go on stage, they just pulled a name out, and then you could go sing or tell a story or whatever you wanted to do, and I was like, I'm putting your name in there.
Yeah, their open mic night or whatever it was.
Yeah. What a dick move. Or back when Kyle was on the show, remember when they did that to him for the stand-up thing?
Oh, yeah, right.
Anyway, sorry.
Dude, how funny it would be to go to the Dirty Bird or whatever it was, Mutt's, wherever that was at, throw a name in a hat, name gets pulled, and we just go up and just set up a quick podcast studio and start recording a podcast. Right? Hey, welcome everybody to the first Salty Language Live. And we're like, what?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah. How long do we have? 10 minutes? Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, we're going to stretch it out to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
How long do we have? 10 minutes? Okay. What we need you to do is go to saltylanguage.com. We just go right into plugs. Shamelessly, of course.
There was a guy yesterday that he had a costume change.
What?
Like, he sang 2 songs, right?
Yeah.
And then I was catching us out, which the bartender I wanted to throw through the plate glass window.
That would have been fun.
Because the guy's like, "What's your last name?" "Hi." And he's like, "Oh." And he went and check, cash out and came back with my bill. And "Oh, for a last name like that, you must smoke a ton of weed." I went, "No, actually, I don't at all."
Yeah. Like, weed killed
I just would have figured if your last name, like, like, this guy's last name is clearly douche,
Right.
Yes.
So apparently,
Anywho.
I probably just do nothing but sit around eating stew while making art. So,
Yeah, I mean,
no.
turd bucket. Anywho, But so I'm cashing out, and I keep hearing like a guy singing, and he's doing Macklemore Thrift Shop.
Okay.
And it's like the very beginning, and I'm like, and I'm looking at like where the karaoke setup is, at the back of the bar.
Yeah.
And I don't see anybody. I'm like, where? I'm trying to figure out where this guy is singing. And then there's a side door right there, and the side door opens as the song starts.
Oh my God.
And the guy's in a dopey hat, sunglasses, a big fur coat. He's got goofy shorts on. He went out and changed his clothes to sing the song. And I'm not going to say, I'm not denying it. He killed the song.
Right.
For being an older man. He did a great job. But the fact he has a costume change for karaoke.
Now, after he was done, did he change for another song, or did he stay?
I don't know. We left.
Okay.
When we left, he was out in the parking lot, like getting out of costume.
Oh, okay. Right. Just getting nude in the parking lot. Totally nude.
But that is something I did not expect. I don't get it.
I've never seen a person do a costume change for karaoke, so that's.
Right?
I'm sure it happens. I just have never. Not that I have a lot of karaoke experience either.
Fair enough.
I tend to not want to be around when it starts. So, it depends. It's a really, it's a crapshoot. So.
Well, like there was an older black guy there that was singing Bill Withers, and he killed it. He did a fine job.
Nice.
That was fun to listen to. But then other people, like there was an older black lady there. Mm-hmm. She kept singing the oddest songs. Like she sang Imagine Dragons, and she's probably in her 50s.
All right.
Like, well, that's an odd choice. And then she sang Creed.
Which Creed song?
Where is it?
Oh, let's see.
That song.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. I understand that maybe people like want to sing and they never got that chance to like be a part of a band or something. And that's probably what they're doing.
Sure. Why not?
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
And I love music and I'll sing in the car while I'm doing dishes and shit, but. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't subject anyone else to my singing.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah. And I've never been well, I take that back. I've been a level of drunk once where I sang in front of people.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I ever did that was at Cincy Beer Fest, and there was like 10 of us on stage.
Oh, right.
doing Living on a Prayer.
Right.
Like by myself.
Not a chance.
You.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always figured if we were at karaoke and one of us was going to get on stage, it was going to have to become a duet,
Oh yeah, yeah, and I've told that I've tried to get. I'm like, I'll go sing with you, G. Let's go. We'll do some. Right. Or if I get T, do Ebony and Ivory, that'd be amazing.
Yes, but he has to sing the Paul McCartney parts.
How funny would that be?
But like, why aren't you guys doing the racist?
Like what?
Just because he's black, he's got to sing the Stevie Wonder parts?
I don't see color.
Yeah.
Like Stevie Wonder.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bizarre though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It usually is. That's why it's like, I love the people watching aspect of karaoke.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite.
But I hate the ear bleeding part of karaoke.
Yeah.
And you never know. We've been in places like, we've been in Mutt's a couple of times when they had karaoke and some of the people were killing it, Like, remember there was that one guy where we were like, was this guy a professional? Cause he had like stuff with him that was, like preparing for his song or whatever. So.
Yeah, right. Like he's in the corner like,
yeah. Yeah. It's like, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, we've seen that, but most of the time it's just somebody up there, some guy trying to impress his woman, and singing some country song to her or something.
Yeah, like hits her up with some damn Yankees or something.
Nice. It's a good call.
Well, there was a guy singing that. This guy sang, I think, 3 songs. They're all inconsequential. He did a Nickelback song.
Okay.
He did a song that was just titled Crank My Tractor.
Good call, right?
But this dude he was not good.
Right.
But boy, did he get into it. He was up there head banging, doing all these weird head movements.
I'll at least give people credit.
Into it.
I'll give people credit when they at least commit. It's like, if you're going to get up there.
He was all in.
I like it.
Yeah.
I hate the people that are bad and tentative. It's like, if you're going to be bad, go be gloriously bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like, get balls deep.
Yeah, exactly. Put on the best show these people have ever seen with a terrible singer.
Yes.
Yep.
But, ooh, boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and then, like, Friday night, the lady and I were like, let's go. We need to get away from the house, have some, her and I time.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the old tin can. That was, always a good time. You and I need to get to the tin can.
Yeah, I need to get one of those cards.
You need to get one of those punch cards for sure. It's a fine little bar. We ended up ending the night at Rockies, which I've never been in Rockies, and it's been busier than it was.
Oh, really?
It was insane. Like, normally, like, the bar's full, but there's tables.
Yeah.
We got in and there's a couple free tables. By the time we left, we went out the door on the smoker side.
Oh, wow.
Because we didn't want to fight the crowd to get to the front door.
Yeah. Wow.
It was fucking crazy.
Was there like a big group that came in, or was it just people all night?
From the conversation I was hearing, somebody was there for a birthday party.
Okay,
But I'd never seen it that busy before.
Yeah, because we've been in there a couple of times.
I'm pretty, there had to be.
Whoa.
Been in there a couple times, what?
I was going to say, we've been in there a couple of times when there's been like a birthday party or something, and there was, but even then, it was just like, a smaller birthday party, like 10 people or something like that. It's not like a fill the bar moment.
Like, it was fucking easy in there. It was weird.
Yeah.
Like, I had never been in that little bar, and it's been that insane.
Yeah.
But, what are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely need to get one of those punch cards, though, because I've been, I think I'm 4 punches into it now.
Yeah.
And there's going to hit a point I'm going to be drinking some weird beers.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Like stuff I don't want. Well, I noticed, like, Keystone Light is on there. I've never had a Keystone Light. That was my dad's beer.
Right.
I should drink one of those just out of respect.
Right. Yeah.
But, like, one of the beers you have to pick to get a T-shirt. I can't believe I'm doing this for a fucking T-shirt, but they're cool T-shirts.
I can.
But like, it's Colt 45.
Right.
And the only Colt 45 they have is Tall Boys.
Oh, boy.
That's a lot of Colt 45.
Well, at least it's not like that PBR that I had at Ottawa Tavern,
No, it's about that size.
Oh, is it? Oh, my God.
It's, yeah, that's their Tall Boys, those big bastards.
That's a lot of Colt 45.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to that one. That's going to be the opening round.
Do they punch your card when you buy the beer or when you've completed the beer?
When you buy it.
Okay. So you wouldn't have to drink all of it.
That's not. But I mean, I'm not a quitter.
No, I understand. I'm just saying. Just saying.
I'm a completionist.
I know. I know.
I got to go for that 100% ranking. Get all them achievement points.
Mm-hmm. I understand. That's why I said I could believe you were doing this for a T-shirt, because like if Xbox Live was like, hey, if you play all these games and you get a T-shirt at the end, you would have played all those games.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, like, because I don't want to do the shot tour because trying to get out a shot game.
Ooh.
But their shot tour shirt for 2018 looks like a Nirvana shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm like, but I don't want to do the shot thing because I don't want to do 50 shots.
If you went there occasionally throughout the year, it wouldn't be terrible because you could buy one each time you go, kind of a thing, or two.
I mean, I have a shot card. I have no punches on it.
Right.
Because, I mean, it's free to get the cards. So
right.
I'm like, well, why not?
The other side of it, too, is it's like, if I'm going to do shots, there's certain things I really don't want shots of, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot on that list, and I'm going to be like, I don't want that at all. But
want that T-shirt?
Yeah.
And I like I said, like was telling you, and I don't know if I said it on the show, the first time we went, Jeannie got one of her Faygo shots, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
But so I mean, but
you can't do 50 of those. So
yeah, well, I mean, and a good chunk of the list is made up of those.
Oh, okay.
But still,
I just expected a bunch of cinnamon labia shots.
Oh, I wish. Come on over, cinnamon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. exactly. I don't know. Anywho.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it was one of those weekends where it was like like I said earlier in the show, a couple beers here, a couple beers there. Never got crazy.
Probably for the
which
best.
Which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
you know it is.
I was almost in a head-on car accident the other night.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I was,
my friend.
I was with my brother, and I can't remember exactly where we're at to give you perspective. You know, nobody else listening, or most of the people listening aren't going to have a clue anyway, but, it was a patch on the, highway somewhere. I can't remember where the hell we were, but anyway, they had changed it. And now it's weird because the way we were facing, it's kind of uphill a little bit, and the cars on the other side curve around, like they turn almost when they come straight. You know, it's not a straight shot across the thing, you know, how sometimes you have to swerve a little bit. And, we're sitting there and the light changes and my brother goes, and we get about halfway into the intersection and here comes this car, like turning right at us basically. And I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, kind of a thing. And luckily he saw it in enough time, you know, jerked the wheel left. And then the car behind them, which was like right on their tail, they jerked to their left a little bit. So we didn't hit it all, but dude, I could have slapped that car. That's how close we were to each other. Like when we got out, I checked to make sure there was no scrapes down the side of the vehicle.
What was it, a Jesus take the wheel moment?
It was pretty close, yeah. Like my brother even said, he's like, I thought we were hitting him. He's like, and here's the thing is we can't figure out, one of two things happened. Either we were sitting there and my brother had a moment like you did the one time when I was with you, where the turn light changed and he went.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Or they were, I think the one car was following the other one, and I have a feeling what happened is that they wanted to turn, and they started turning too early. Like, I don't think they cleared the intersection to where you could turn. I think they pretty much just, as they approached the intersection, they went into the turn.
Right.
And that they didn't yield to oncoming. But it seems like if that were to happen, there would be a turn arrow there. But, you know, somebody maybe blows through it on red or whatever, you know. I don't know. We don't know for sure. All that matters is we're okay. Nobody got hurt. There was no accident, you know, but it was
just minor pants shitting.
Dude, we both, we were going to a Meijer, excuse me. And, it was like, you know, another 2 minutes up the road. We got there and we both got out and, you know, kind of had that whoo moment.
Right.
You know, my brother's like, I'm glad the store was here. He's like, I needed to, you know, settle down basically.
I need to go vent my bowel.
Yeah. No, he already done that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
Like a scared squid.
Yeah. Here's something interesting about it, though.
What's up?
You know, I'm not great in cars, especially when there's almost a car accident. I tend to, like, freak a bit. I was just like, oh, shit. Really thought we were going to get hit. And of course, the worst part would have been, I had a little bit of a flashback to the car accident I was in with my nephew years ago because it was very similar. Like,
right.
A fire truck cleared the intersection. A guy didn't look to see he no longer had the light and then turned left right as we were coming through the intersection, you know, and we hit almost head on. And that's basically what would have happened here too. So I had a little bit of a flashback of that, you know. But after that, like once we got to Meijer and I got out of the car, I was pretty okay. Like I wasn't like, you know, my heart wasn't like punching through my chest and I wasn't all nervous for, you know, like I usually am. So, which, you know, is probably a credit to my, probably more of a credit to my medicine than anything, but it was still nice. It was still nice though, that, cause usually if something like that happens, I want to get out of the car now and I don't want to get back in one for a while, you know, but
right.
I didn't have that problem. So
that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a win for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Plus no collision, another win.
Oh, you ain't kidding. Yeah. The fact that there was no collision or injury is the win, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And that's why I said it was funny because my brother hit the brakes as we went by the second car. And he had just got a new battery and, he had the other one in the back of his vehicle, and he had the seat down, and the battery basically rolled all the way forward. And he heard that and thought that was the car basically like hitting us or whatever, you know, and he's like, did I hit him? And I'm like, no, just go. And
yeah, even so, fuck him.
Yeah. And we get to Meyer and he's like, well, you said to just go. And I'm like, yeah, it wasn't like, oh, let's flee the scene of an accident. It was that I knew we didn't hit them. And they didn't stop. You would assume if they got hit, they would stop, because generally that's what people do, but...
One would think.
Yeah. But like I said, I think it's more likely that they were not where they were supposed to be, or they ignored a light, basically. You know, like blew through it when it was orange, you know, kind of a situation.
Or even if, you know, might have been the old... I'm on my cell phone, the person next to me goes because it's green and I'm churning and I'm not supposed to be churning, but oh shit, they're going. I better look at Facebook and keep going too.
Yeah, exactly. You know, honestly, part of what it reminded me of, like what I think happened with one car following the other, was when we helped, what's his name move? I can't think of that dude's name.
Fucking Scott.
Remember when he forced you to basically go through a red light because we didn't know where we were going?
And then I see him through his back window fist pumping. I wanted to fist pump his face.
Fucking asshole. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, that was, you know, that was a good come to Jesus kind of moment, you know?
Yeah, right? Yes, my child.
Yeah.
No, I made it. We're good. Oh, okay.
You asshole. Do you know how many prayers I have to answer? He holds his phone up like where you see the email box, and he's like, look at these motherfuckers.
Hey, look all these notifications I have. I came down here and you said you're good.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Next time you call, it better be for something really good. All right.
And why was it, Jesus, that when I needed you the most, there was only one set of footprints in the sand? That was me ignoring your text.
Because your ass keeps calling me. Yeah. Get a clue.
Yeah, that was me blocking your number.
Yeah. Oh, is that Jesus holy ghosting someone?
I love it. Yes, he was.
All right, sweet.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Woo is right.
Yeah. So yeah, that was fun though. Really, you know, good time.
Sounds like a great time.
Good time. Yeah. I highly recommend it to scare the shit out of yourself once in a while. It's great.
Every once in a while, you gotta get that heart going.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
You gotta forcibly lose control of your bladder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, test the blood pressure medicines and stuff, you know?
Yeah. For sure. For sure.
Yeah. Probably not. Probably a bad idea.
Probably a terrible idea.
Yeah. It was funny though, because my brother at one point was like, he's like, I don't want to get in an accident. And he's like, I'm not that far from having this paid off or something like that. And I'm like, that's your reason?
Yeah, really.
Not that we could have been seriously injured, or although both sides were going slow, so it wouldn't have been terrible.
It sucked.
But that accident I was in before, when we hit a truck, we were going like 25, you know, which is not fast at all. And my nephew was pushing the brake as we hit, because he was slowing down for the intersection. You know,
it's still enough to do some damage.
Oh, it is. Yeah, the car we were in was totaled, and the other dude's truck had a bunch of damage in the front end. You know,
yeah,
it's basically just like punching someone in the fist when they're punching at you.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I've seen that in comic books.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, oh, look, we both have broken fingers and such.
Yeah, but I'm Wolverine, so fuck you.
Oh, Bester is what I do. Oh wait, you're dead.
Oh, paperweight. Oh. Glorified doorstop. Oh.
I so wish that they had done that. I wish that there had been like some villain that got a hold of Wolverine when he was like that and shrunk him down and been using him as a paperweight. And then next time in the book, you see him holding the door open and just dumb shit like that. That'd be great.
That would be awesome, wouldn't
it? A bookend, you know, whatever.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what, I've never had a paperweight that's better at what it does.
It's really incredible.
It's really good. Shit. All right. Anything else from the week for you? I think that's about it for me.
I just bought a TV antenna today.
To get like air channels, you mean, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were at Menards because we need to kill time while Leah was doing her practice.
Yeah.
And they had it for like on sale for like $3.
Oh,
I'm like, it's $3. I'm like, even if it doesn't work, whatever.
Right.
You know, so I was setting it up before we're recording here.
Yeah.
And it looked like where I had it set up in the living room, because you got to put it up high.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an indoor antenna.
Yep.
And it just looked like the hottest of dog shit. You know, but this house, because it's so old, and because my grandma and grandpa's old house, and my grandpa was like a psycho with coaxial cable.
Okay.
So he ran cable to all the rooms, basically.
Okay.
And there's holes in the floors and some spots and shit.
Right.
So I just like went in the basement, I traced some old cable, and I ran it into like our dining room here and stuck the thing up on the window. So you can't really see it.
Right.
And we have like 19 channels now we didn't have before.
Yep. Nice.
I'm like, that's pretty cool. I was saying what I need to do, because I was just talking to Logan right before we started recording. He's still got coaxial cable up in his room, which is upstairs. So I need to trace that shit down and get it up there.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know why it's something I haven't done until now, because now I can watch sports and not have a cable package, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
Plus, there's cool channels like Grit. Death Wish was just on. Fucking sick. Paul Kersey shooting punks in the face.
Wow. Grit. That's a good name for a...
Right?
Yeah. I imagine they play a lot of John Wayne on there.
I don't know. I was just flipping through the channels, because there's channels that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
There's one that's like, I don't even know what the hell it was, but they're showing some show that it was just kids from this generation, like my son's age, and they're playing old games.
Oh, geez.
And it was like, kids react to old, and they're playing the original top-down Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, yeah, right.
And hating on it.
Oh, sure, yeah, because it's way different. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is kind of an interesting show, watching these dopey kids like, I don't get it. and then it went to commercial, and it came back, and it's like, kids react to Vine videos. And I'm like, I am not watching this anymore.
Yeah.
Well, one, Vine's dead. Two, I don't care.
Right.
Unless it's their mom getting boinged. Oh!
No? All right. I was waiting for the drop. Okay.
I should have.
Yeah. No?
No.
All right.
It's the fun. I should make my buttons bigger.
You probably should, yeah.
Because I'm like 2.5 feet away, and it's just the text too small for me to go like, oh, there. Oh.
Well, put your fucking readers on.
My readers. I need some bifocals, Brian, so I can see you and my soundboard.
Yep. That you do, sir. That you do.
Yeah. I need one of those like heads-up displays with the buttons floating in front of me, so you just see me like pawing at the air like I'm a weird cat or something.
Yeah, I would like that, actually. I would laugh as I watch you paw the air like you're a cat.
Yeah. Pretty incredible.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Also, it's just side randomness, because her dog's weird. When we were at Michelle's house for the movie thing, she gave us a dog bed. Looks like a big couch.
Oh, yeah, I saw that picture of Belle you posted today, yeah.
Yeah, because she bought it for her dog, and the dog was terrified of it. Like, they threw treats and shit on it, and the dog wanted nothing to do with it.
Wow.
And it was funny, because when we went over to her house, like, she's talking to us, and the dog, I can hear it, because it's a big greyhound.
Yeah.
You know, it gets off their couch, it comes walking into the kitchen, and then the dog and I made eye contact.
Yeah.
And the dog literally, like, stopped and, like, hunched its back and, like, backed up, like, the fuck? And turned around and left the room and did that 3 times.
Wow.
It was hilarious.
Wow. All right. Well, add that to the list of, living things you terrify.
Apparently.
Wow. Maybe it sees you as a couch. I don't know.
I don't know. That was the weirdest thing. I mean, obviously, Belle loves it. We threw the thing on the ground. Belle's like, sweet, and just slept on it immediately.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It would be nice, wouldn't it, to be able to kind of be in the animal's head, like when they're seeing the sheer terror of the bed. Just be like, what in the hell is going through their head that this is so terrifying?
Right? I would love to know.
Like, man, I moved out in the kitchen last night, and my cat saw a shadow from my movement, and she immediately got really low to the floor. Her eyes got huge, and she was like leaning so that, if any shit went down, she was immediately taken off the other way. She was preparing. And it's just like, it's a shadow. But shadows freak her the hell out. Really? Yeah.
Maybe she had a bad encounter for a shadow demon.
Maybe. Like, when I'm coming out from my bedroom to go to the kitchen, like the lights are off usually. Cause I've been through there enough. I know how to walk through there.
Yeah.
Aside
Plus
from
ninja skills.
Yeah, aside from the potential for maybe there being cat yak somewhere, you know. But of course, I'll find that.
Is cat like kind of like cat dog, but a cat and a yak mixed together?
It could be, but not in this scenario.
That sounds like an awful program.
Yeah, it does. That was the original show.
Yeah,
they didn't
guys,
test well.
Look at this design. Like, is there a cat hanging out of a yak's ass? Yeah. Like, no, it's the same animal.
Yeah, he just sewed two together and brought it in.
Like, we never want you to bring your taxidermy experiments in here ever again.
Right? And also, we have a couple of notes. What if instead of a yak, it was a dog?
Like, oh, I have one. It was in my trunk.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Ah. Oh, you mean like this? Just swipes on his phone?
Oh, I did that. Well, actually, that's brilliant. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's exactly it. Can you take that over to the art department or send it to them? Yeah.
Did anyone ever wonder how cat dogs shat?
Yeah, I've seen that on a variety of things. I think you're just not supposed to think about it.
Is that an internet thing?
Yeah, probably.
Right.
I just don't think you're supposed to think about it.
I can't help it.
Although, in fairness, cats and dogs both kind of will eat their own shit. So,
I guess.
Cats will do it because they're clean animals, basically. I don't know why dogs do it. Probably because they just like it.
Probably. They're savages.
Yeah. Because it's weird, like if your cat throws up, a lot of times I have to stop her from going back after it. It's almost like
so delicious.
Yeah, it's like you can eat that,
right?
Yeah. No, it's weird though. Like when I'm going out there, she will go so far and then she stops, and she won't go further until I turn the light on.
She's scared of the fucking dark and she can see in it.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's an asshole.
That's the thing. It's I'm like, man, if she can see in the dark and she's terrified, what am I walking into?
Yeah, no shit. Like, what does she see?
Right? Like, am I walking into some ghost fruit bowl or something? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah, your cat can see into the astral plane.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Strange. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh man,
yeah, that is bizarre.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? And she's not an old cat either. I could see it if she was old, like her eyes were shit or something. But she's, she's not young, but she's not a terribly old cat. She's 8 or so, something like that. That's
right.
Not terribly old.
No, exactly. It's like us in cat years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's pretty old though.
Fucking falling apart.
I know, right? My last cat at 22 was still like, man, whatever. She just walked through. I mean, she was scared of everything, but she would at least walk through the dark.
I got this.
Yeah.
Well, she couldn't see in the astral plane, clearly.
Right. This cat's afraid of the upside down, apparently.
Yeah, really. Goddamn, there's demogorgons in the kitchen. Where are you going?
I hate it when that happens. All right. Is there anything else from your week, or you got anything else? Because that's pretty much what I got.
No, I mean, if something randomly pops in my head, yeah, but right now I'm good.
Right on.
I'm good, dogsy.
Well, I was thinking of sliding into the Q of the W here, because we have a decent amount of answers.
All right, I'm desperately trying to take the cap off this bottle. There we go.
Man.
Wow. Sorry, the Swiss Army knife. Not the greatest sometimes.
No, yeah.
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 Goddamn Swiss people not knowing how to uncap beers.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho.
Maybe they have someone else do it for them. I don't know.
You're saying the Swiss are slaves?
No.
Oh, I was going to say.
Manservants.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what they call them?
Yeah. Like Bruce Wayne. He's got a manservant,
It's true.
A butler or whatever.
Polish my balls, Alfred.
Right. Very good, sir.
Excellent.
You know how it is. You know how some people, when they get their car washed, they want, the hand wash versus the, using the machines or whatever. That's all it is. It's the same thing, Yeah,
exactly. He prefers a nice mouth polish.
Right. Exactly. There's just a delicate touch to that machines don't give you,
Exactly. I mean, billionaire balls deserve a billionaire polish.
Mm-hmm. I take that back. Machines don't give that to you yet. I'm sure at some point there'll be a pleasure bot that washes your balls, but
Boston Dynamics is working on it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. If not, our labs are.
Right.
That's all it does.
Yeah.
Just
like, can it jump over a box?
No.
Can it mine minerals?
No. Can it play chess? No.
No.
Well,
no, not at all.
What can it do? It will wash your balls better than anything that's ever washed your balls.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're still trying to get the kinks out of the hair pulling.
Yeah. Yikes. Alrighty.
Anywho. So last week we asked you all, what album do you wish you could go back and listen to for the first time? I got some answers on the face page, Brian.
Feels like the first. What?
As I got some answers on the face page.
Well, let's hear them there, boyo.
Jeff from Hobie, he says Pink Floyd The Wall.
Fair enough. Yeah, I can see that because that's such it's a concept,
Yes.
So
epic.
No, that's Faith No More.
Oh yeah, right. Also good. Clint, he says Metallica's Injustice for All.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It's interesting when people pick, not new Metallica, obviously, but, like in the Injustice or Black Album kind of Metallica.
Right.
So, but it's probably, like we said before, a lot of it's just where's your entry point.
Yep, exactly. Where'd you break that, Metallica hymen or whatever?
All over the place.
Oh, past enthusiast guest, Philip.
Yeah.
He says Outkast Aliens.
Ooh, good album.
Because this is my first hip-hop album that opened me up to storytelling rap and expanded my love for hip-hop that wasn't on the radio.
And it's a strong album to come in on, too. So
yeah. Excellent choice.
I like it, yeah.
Dev, he had an interesting call here.
All right.
He says, go back and listen to it when it was first released. Frampton Comes Alive. Go back and listen to it like it was my first time. S&M by Metallica.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay. That is a good point. I never even thought of approaching it from that perspective, though.
Yeah, I never thought about that either.
That's a good one, yep.
Henno, he says, Sugar, Copper Blue, and Beaster. Both recorded at the same time, but at least 6 months apart. Copper Blue is hook-filled power pop punk, while Beaster is dark, heavy, and noisy. Both put an end to Guitar Hero butt rock in my life. And then Jim, who's I'm guessing by the last name is Jeff's brother, says, I agree with Jeff about The Wall. I'd also like to listen to U2, Joshua Tree, and Pearl Jam 10 again for the first time. I
can see that. 10's one of those albums that I think the first time I heard it, 10 is probably the first grunge that I ever heard.
Right.
And it's still an album I love listening to now. So I could see that. What was the other one? Not The Wall, but the other one.
It was 10 and I closed it.
You son of a bitch.
Hold on. Wait for it. Hold on.
Holding.
Computing. Computing.
Computer says no.
Right about now.
Man.
Computing.
We're never gonna.
Joshua Tree. UT Joshua Tree.
Right.
Pearl Jam 10.
That's how great my memory is. I'd forgotten it already.
Yeah, same here. I read it and it was gone.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
we're so good. Yep. Yeah, that's about what happened here too. Yeah, I can see that too. That's another album that I revisit quite a bit. So I've had a love-hate with U2 over the years, but that's definitely one that, it's why, like, when they announced that tour where they're basically the concert is just them playing the whole album. And,
right.
I was, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, that'd be a cool concert to go to. And then I saw the price of the tickets and was like, yeah, I guess it'll be a cool concert to hear about.
Right.
Cause tickets were like $300-400, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, nah, I'm good.
Like, nah.
I like the idea though. It's kind of a cool idea for a big band to like take their biggest album and we're just going to go play all of it. Like if Metallica was like, we're going to go play all of Master of Puppets, I'd be like, we need to go to this,
Exactly. Like Master of Concerts.
Yes. Master of Concerts. Terrible.
Right?
I'd hope they'd have a better name than that.
Well, then they didn't consult me. Clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
Assholes.
All right, you got any more, or is that all the faces?
That's all I got from the face page.
All right. Over on Twitter, I've got at her goodness said physical graffiti, which I don't know what that is. Do you know?
Sounds so familiar to me, though.
All right, I'm pulling it up.
I got it. I got to keep reading.
Okay. Now I got to pull the page back up. Dang it. At Pond Hockey Pro says Metallica and Justice. So, that's another one for that one.
Physical Graffiti was the 6th album by Led Zeppelin.
Oh, okay. Duh.
That's why it sounds familiar.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. At, was it Shan 828? She says Stone Temple Pilots core. Clearly, she's
Nice.
she's trying to get over good with me, is all it is.
Apparently, right?
Yeah.
trying to get some stew.
Right. At Beer Dazed says Rush Moving Pictures. I'll just no comment.
Right.
No. At What Joe Talking About says 10. By Pearl Jam, of course. At CMFH111 agrees with her that 10 is the album she would go back and listen to also. Excuse me. At Mommy Whitfield says Nevermind by Nirvana, which I can, again, I'll understand. Jeez, I can't. Boobs. At Stag Films says Paul's Boutique. That's a good call.
Oh, that is a good one.
I didn't think about that. That's right, because that's one of those albums that when you heard it, you were like, what the fuck is this? Kind of a thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was why I mentioned, somebody mentioned in one of the rooms I was in when I brought this up, we were talking hip-hop albums, and I was like, if I had to pick a hip-hop album, for me, it'd probably be Public Enemy's first one. Because hearing that for the first time was like, what?
Like, what is this?
Dude, you just get punched in the face with how heavy and strong the lyrics and the sound are,
Right.
Excuse me, at pork_chop_hair says Metallica Black Album.
Really?
Yep.
Well, it might be his entry point in Metallica, huh?
Yeah, it's hers. Yeah.
Hers, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's what you said. Hers.
Yeah, exactly.
At Fell Guy says Pink Floyd's The Wall, which we already covered. At Knitter says Van Halen. Van Halen. It's a good album. I can see that too, because again, Van Halen sounded like nobody else.
Yeah, for sure.
At Crockett's Beard says Appetite for Destruction. Good call. Good call.
Good call. Solid front to back too, that album.
Yeah, that's one of those albums I still go back and listen to all the way through. At David Joseph Rob 1 says Zappa's Joe's Garage, which I have not heard, but I've heard a lot of people talk about Zappa over the years. I've just never bothered to go listen to any of it. At Remotron says Animals by Pink Floyd.
It's a good one.
That's a good album, yeah. At Ben Stone says Life's Rich Pageant by R.E.M.
Nice.
Oh, shoot, I went too far. There we go. At Born Miserable says Dark Side of the Moon, probably. I wish I had heard it in full on the first listen as opposed to bits and pieces on the radio. And
that's accurate.
I'm going to come back to that thought in a few minutes here.
All right.
At M Stern 68 says Paul's Boutique. Obscure Aaron, who did my wonderful avatar on Twitter.
Excellent.
Part of the Obscure Gentleman online comic and podcast. He says Rush 2112. You kids and your Rush.
I know, I'm just not a Rush guy myself.
Not either, yeah. At the tweet of Bob says Born to Run. Not feeling it, or you just okay?
I've never been a big Bruce guy.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm okay with him. Yeah,
I know some people love it. I just it's just not my jam.
Yeah, fair enough. At TM Taylor 77 says Led Zeppelin 3.
Right.
At Idle Daylight says STP Purple.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like really Purple though. Purple's a good album. I like it. Of course, the one.
Just makes you wonder how old some of these people are, though.
Well, Purple came out like what, 2 years after Core, I think, or maybe.
Well, but I'm just saying, just got a curiosity.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's funny. Maybe we should ask people when we do these kind of things. Just be like, hey, put
what
your
year
age
we
in
were
there.
born,
because we're just
and what
curious. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At Xenopi says, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell album this is. Oh, In a Priest-Driven Ambulance by the Flaming Lips. Says it still revs me up to turn over and start. All right. That was another one I was never a big fan of.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, not my gimmick, but whatever. At Bucky B. Weave says at Leons, man, I can't fucking talk, which again, we talked about. At Vodka Squirt says Pretty Ricky, Blue Stars.
I don't know that one.
I don't either. At Tom Hayes 83 says Before These Crowded Streets, Dave Matthews Band. Excuse me. It's funny because I actually have a reason for that if I were doing a list of these kind of albums because of points in my life and such, that Dave Matthews would have a place on that list because of the time frame that it hit me and what was going on and such. And, it's like Dave Matthews and Bare Naked Ladies would kind of fit that same time frame,
I never got in. I never got into Dave Matthews.
Yeah. A lot of it for me was that I was working a shit ton of hours and going to school full time, like when it was first introduced to me, and it was just really good fucking calm music.
Right.
Whereas most of the stuff I listened to was not really great calming music.
Yeah, I hear you, right?
So, at the Grumpy Old Man says the Slim Shady LP. That's a great pull. I didn't even think about that one.
Right.
Because again,
a good one.
When I first heard it, I was just, like, holy shit.
Like the fuck?
Right. One guy in a group, he didn't post it on here though. He said, Straight Outta Compton, which is a good pull too, because you get to hear like Snoop for the first time and,
Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
Yep. Or no, Snoop wasn't on. Was he on Straight Outta Compton or was that the?
No, he was on
Chronic.
He's on the Chronic.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm getting confused here. The Chronic would be an album that could easily be on there too. It's a fucking strong album.
Most definitely.
At Crunk Driver says, I would go back to hear Kill 'Em All before I heard Ride the Lightning. I never really connected to Kill 'Em All until much, much later. I think I said very similar. Like I had heard Kill 'Em All, but it just didn't really grab me. Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, either of those really, especially Master, but those are the ones that really grabbed me for Metallica.
Right.
So, okay, I think that's all the Twitter ones. Now over on the emails here. Where did it go? Cheeto Bandito says which one he's going to throw two answers out. He said the first one is Leonard Skinnerd, pronounced Leonard Skinnerd. I was about, like, when I first read that, I totally had forgot that's actually the album name.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. Because I'm like, dude, I don't know how to pronounce Leonard Skinner.
God, Cheeto's a cunt.
Yeah. It was like, I was about 11 when I saw the tribute tour concert with my parents, followed immediately by me getting the cassette of their first studio album. I wore that fucker out. Which is really funny, because that's something, like, our generation knows about. Is wearing a tape out, wearing a CD out, because it get, from all the traveling and in your Discman and stuff get all scratched.
Shit.
Yeah. It's like, kids now, it's like everything's MP3. You never have to worry about that.
Dude, my thumb, they don't even put it on thumb drives anymore. I used to put music on thumb drives.
Right?
Shit, my thumb drive died.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't happen.
No, it's on your phone.
You kids have it good these days.
Although they also, there was something about, like, in those days too, like when the cassette broke and you go and fix it yourself.
Oh yeah.
With a little tape or whatever.
You're like, I'm a genius.
Right? And his second one was Pearl Jam.
Bro, you put tape over these holes, you can totally tape on
it. Right. His second one was Pearl Jam 10. It said 1991, I was a freshman in high school. Eargasms. Enough said. So
right.
That got the most votes, right? That got 3. Oh no, I think
that Pink Floyd The Wall.
Yeah, I was going to say The Wall got 3 also. So okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's interesting that with the overlap. There's a decent amount of overlap in these.
Yeah, definitely.
Which was something I was curious about. Now, really quick, Fluffy Bunny Ash mentioned something to me that I hadn't considered when we talked about this, which she says, like, she's younger than us, but not horribly younger than us, but whatever. But her generation or her, age demographic, a lot of them probably don't necessarily have an album. They probably have songs.
Yeah.
Because
that kind of crossed my mind.
Yeah.
I think my Jeannie and I were talking about this a little while back, that like listening to an album or, is it just like I was telling you earlier, Jack White has a new single out. It's not attached to an album.
Yeah.
That happens on Spotify all the time.
Yeah, it does.
Like I was like, oh fuck, Perfect Circle, and I click on it. It's just a single.
Yeah. It was like, what's his name? Zach De La Rocha. There's a single out for his alleged new album, and there's never been another song.
Exactly. So she's 100% right.
Yeah.
I think the albums are definitely a generational thing.
It is, because like for us, again, it was tapes or CDs, but it was like you wouldn't listen to one tape or one song on the tape and then pull it out, then because first of all, you'd have to find the song.
Right.
And on CDs, it was easier because you could just, arrow through to the track you want or whatever.
Bro, throw this in, track 7.
Yeah. But did you ever just put it in?
30 seconds in, we're getting crazy.
But did you ever put CDs in for one song and then put another CD?
No.
You know what I mean? You might, if you had a changer or something, maybe, but.
That's why I would spend all night making a mixtape.
Fuck yeah, exactly. That's why mixtapes existed in those days, and now.
Yep.
They still do, because you can make a playlist for somebody or whatever, but it's just not the same,
Yeah.
So, but
Once upon a time, it was like, I'm going to make this chick a mixtape, and we're totally making out.
Yep. This'll win her over from that jerk Brad.
Exactly. Once that Strokes album, or the Strokes song drops, I'm in.
Yeah.
Like,
that's that.
You kicking my door out here.
That's why it's so. Yeah,
it's ineffective. She didn't yell karate kick.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. That renders it useless.
Yes,
it's like a karate kick for Jesus without yelling "Kia." It just
exactly. It doesn't matter.
Work. Jesus ignores it.
Yeah, everything else.
Kia's his calling card. Yeah. I thought that was a really good point, though.
But here's a question for you.
Yeah.
With the resurgence of vinyl.
Yeah.
Do albums become a thing again?
I think there's a better chance of it, because generally when you put something on like that, like for us, it was an experience, like I forgot who it was I was talking to that was, they talked about like, there was something about when you bought the album, like sliding it out of the sleeve for the first time, and you look at the art on the album and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I used to do that with CDs, basically. That I'd pull
you flip through the booklet.
You get the book out, and you like I would read the lyrics with the song so that I would really learn the lyrics, or read the liner notes, because a lot of bands put jokes in some of them, or something.
Yeah.
So
there's usually some cool artwork inside.
Yeah, so exactly. It was kind of an experience where, again, if I buy an album on iTunes or track, whatever, either way, you're not going to do that. It's just not there anymore. So it's kind of a bygone thing. But you may be right. Like with the resurgence of vinyl, that may come back a little bit, because it really is, it really was an experience for us. Although we also didn't have phones and iPads and laptops and,
Well, I think I've probably talked about here, but it's on my things to buy. I'm looking to buy a record player.
Yeah.
Because I actually have some vinyl. Like I've got that braided vein stuff.
Right. I forgot about that. You got that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I have vinyl. And every time I go to the store, I'm like, oh my God, look at all these albums that they're on vinyl now, or they're new shit. I'm like,
yeah,
I miss going out and buying music.
Right. Or there's reissues of them. Like it'll be an album from like when we were little children, to where it was like the very kind of end of vinyl at the time, and tapes were taken over, and and now you look at those albums now and you're like, wow, this is awesome. I can get the whatever, whether it's a remastered version or not. Like Metallica, Master of Puppets, they just put out that remastered version, So
I kind of miss that though, because now it's like, if I want to listen to something, I go, okay, I just pull up Spotify. Yeah. Oh, it's not there. Go to YouTube, and then I'm listening to it.
Yeah. super
There's
easy
no
to find
thrill
it.
of the hunt anymore.
Yeah, and you mentioned that before when we talked about music, how you and I, we used to go around to stores like the UCD places and dig, you know?
Oh yeah, crate diggers, big time.
Like, and I know, and people do that at albums, stores too, like they always have, you know?
Yeah.
So
I miss those days.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. So yeah, that's, and it's funny because talking about that and stuff, it's like, I'm not saying that it was better or worse. You know, it's just interesting the change, you know, how drastic
for sure, right?
it, cause even from album to tape, it wasn't that big of a change. And to CD even, you know, you still, like we said, you still had the liner notes, you still had, you know, like on cassette, you had that thing that unfolded, you know, like an accordion to read it.
Yeah, right.
You know, like the biggest disappointment for me was when I'd get an album and they wouldn't have like the lyrics or liner notes, you know, where it would just be like that one page in there or whatever.
Yeah, it'd be like just the page and then it was double-sided printed of just the track list. You're like, this is lame.
Like, boo. Yeah.
But then you get that double CD. You pop it open, there's that thick-ass book in the middle. You're like, oh.
Yep.
Like, man, is anyone else hard right now? We're reading this.
That's exactly how everyone treated it, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's how I did it.
Yeah, right? Wink, wink. So, yeah, that's, those are all the answers I got.
Well, I mean, once again, from what we've learned from our QWs, musical questions, by far the biggest responses.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I definitely...
I like what you got. Good job.
Interesting.
So now we're going to test this. We're going to test this theory.
Okay.
This is a non-musical question.
Oh, okay.
And we'll see how little response we get to it. Because I don't think it's a great one, but I'm curious.
Okay.
Because I was talking about this with my wife the other day. A little bit.
Mm.
So the question I want to know is, which chore is the best chore? And I have my answer. Because she was asking me, she's like, how do you relieve stress? I'm like, I don't know, I listen to music, you know. I go practice karate in the fields.
Right.
You know, but one of the things that actually is a stress reliever for me is I wash dishes. Because like our dishwasher died.
Mm-hmm.
It's become an elaborate drying rack now.
R.I.P. Maria. Yeah.
Yes, all right. Yes, exactly.
Yikes.
but I found myself when it's something about it. It's just like, I don't know what it is. It's very calming to me to wash dishes. I don't know why.
It's probably because it's a repetitive thing. You know, you can kind of zone into it a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I mean, like if someone were to tell me, like, you need to pick a chore, motherfucker,
mm-hmm.
you pick the best one, or we're shooting everybody in the face.
Wow, that's harsh. Yeah.
It's like a toss between that and mowing, because mowing the grass is the same thing. I just kind of like pop up my earbuds and I just mow and I do my own thing and it's great.
Yeah.
But it's probably going to be honestly doing the dishes. As lame as that sounds.
No.
So I'm just kind of curious how other people's.
I'm trying to think what mine would be, because I hate doing dishes so much.
I don't even mean as a stress relief. Just like, what's the best chore, man?
No, I know.
I just have reason behind mine.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking in general, though. It's like I will. It was like when we worked at the video stores and stuff. Like, I hate vacuuming. So I'd be like, I'll go clean the bathrooms. You vacuum. You know, and everybody was like, sweet, because nobody wants to take on the bathrooms, you know? And I was like, whatever, I don't give a shit. I've seen as bad as I can see pretty much in one, you know? It's like, it's no big deal at this point. Man, I don't know. It's a good question. Or it isn't. I don't know, whichever.
It's probably a terrible question.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know, most people probably don't like any, but, you know, as far as enjoyment-wise, or was the one that I minded the least, it was probably, like, mowing the grass actually wasn't bad. I hated it at the house I used to live in because, you know, the yard, I'm sure you remember that yard was lumpy as fuck. Yeah. But when
you want to break an ankle? Mow my yard, bitch.
Seriously. But when I would do like my grandma's yard or my brother's yard or something, I never minded it, except, you know, allergies. And that's why I don't really do it now, is because my allergies are so much worse than they used to be. So it makes me miserable to do it now, but I would still do that over washing dishes.
Well, wow, fair enough.
Yeah. So mowing grass is probably the same reason as you, is that, you put your music on, it's just you just kind of, buzz around and whatever, and, for however long it takes.
You in that yard, 'cause fuck that yard.
Yeah, probably. Not to mention, you can, how many times did you cut the grass and you end up making some game out of it?
Oh, every time.
Yeah, exactly. So it's, you end up figuring some way out to where it's actually halfway enjoyable.
Yeah. I've come to realize that no matter how old I get, I'm still going to be like a giant fucking child.
Exactly.
I just can't help it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm the same way. And that's the thing, is like, I was trying to think of this stuff, because it's like, I'm terrible at keeping my desk clean, like absolutely horrible. I clean it and then like a week later, I'm like, Jesus, did a tornado hit this thing? So,
right.
In fact, I was just looking at my desk going, man, I got to clean this thing again. It sucks though too, cause it's like, if I rule out like my allergies, that was kind of something I was doing there. Cause like, fuck shoveling snow. If I had a snow blower, I'd probably be like, hey, getting rid of the snow with a snow blower, but fuck shoveling. So,
right.
But like dusting, triggers my allergies and stuff. So that's kind of miserable for me. Vacuuming does the same thing. That's why I didn't want to vacuum, because it would kick up dirt and God knows what else in the video store.
Yeah. Probably some sort of AIDS or something.
Yeah. What's funny? Like, if we go back to the video store days, do you know one thing that I absolutely loved doing that like nobody else wanted to do was wash the windows?
Really?
Yeah. At Hollywood, I don't know if you remember, I had to wash the external windows. I did it every time, because you get to go out, like most of the time, like obviously you don't do it when the weather's shit. You do it when it's nice. So I get to stand outside in nice weather, under an overhang, so I'm not going to get like killed by the sun or anything, but it's still, nice, enjoyable weather. And I'm just basically by myself, just, squeegeeing off the windows and stuff, or putting those, vinyl signs that we'd have on there, either one.
Oh yeah. Right. Well, when it came to my video store days, anything that did involve dealing with the customers, I was all over.
Yeah. I was that way too. Like,
oh, you want me to tear apart the back room and build shelves?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, you want me to go straight in the porn room? Done and done.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because like I get to look at titties and stuff. That doesn't hurt, but it's the idea. I was just, no one's going to bother me back there.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're right. I used to do the same thing. I'd organize the stock rooms and move the boxes around. At Hollywood, we used to flatten the boxes down and keep them in alphabetical order in like really long boxes. Basically, I'd go, straighten that box up, because how, like, you'd constantly be pulling boxes out of there and it would mess the whole thing up. So I'd go through and straighten it all out. Basically, dog ear it.
Fucking dog
For
ears.
lack of a better way of putting it.
Dog ears, for those that not in the know, is if you're in a comic shop and all your plastic little sleeves, they got little flappy deals that stick up out of the box, and that's called a dog ear.
Yeah. What's interesting,
if you work for a maniacal madman like we did.
Yeah. Yeah, because when we had our own store, I did them occasionally. If I had some kid that would come in and be like, hey, can I do something for store credit? I'd be like, you sure can.
Yeah. Hey, let me introduce you to dog ears, you little bitch.
Here's what you're going to do. You're going to do dog ears and you're going to sort commons, because I don't want to fuck with either one.
Exactly.
Pretty much what we had to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's funny though is it's like if you put a piece of tape on both sides, you don't have the dog ear problem so much. But then you have extra tape. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, when we had a shop, I didn't double tape them either.
Like that.
Yeah. So, but it's the truth. If you tape both sides, you won't have the problem. But whatever.
It is what it is. What it is.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What it is.
So yeah, for me, it would be cutting the grass, or like I said, like I don't want to wash windows at home though. Is that weird? Like,
no, it's not weird.
Not something I enjoy at all. But at the video store, it was nice because I got to, like I said, I got to go outside and, ignore everything else pretty much. So.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So there you go. For next week, we all want to know what's the best chore to have. What's the best chore of chores?
And again, if you get a chance.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Good job.
If you get a chance.
Tony's anticipating good answers. That's how, he was all over the button.
Because past experience dictates that anytime we're like, hey guys, what's the sickest fucking guitar solo out there?
Mm-hmm.
We'll get 1 million responses.
Right.
But then when we're like, hey guys, what's your brand of tea? Crickets.
What I was going to say is if you answer this, let us know why. Like, I want to hear why this is the best chore. Because you and I both had reasons. We didn't just arbitrarily this,
Yeah. Like, totally straighten up I got nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I imagine that many people will not pick laundry.
Probably not.
I read people bitching about laundry all the time. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unless they're down there just shoving dirty undies in their face.
Yeah, but who doesn't do that? Yeah.
Ah.
Like your Dennis Hopper in Blue Velvet.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my. That's a timely reference for everybody.
Oh, it's so timely.
Yeah,
I'm sure half our listening audience can be like, Dennis.
Who? Bowser from Mario movie.
Accurate.
Obviously.
The Lord of the Water people in Waterworld or whatever he was.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. You just had to go and pick a worse movie for it, didn't you?
I did.
God,
I did.
Damn it. All right. So that's all I got. You got anything else?
Well, just this.
Show me what you got.
Just that, baby.
Right.
Just that.
Right,
no, I'm about spent over up in this mug.
All right. Well, let's wrap her up then, I guess. As always, we, say, hey, go over to saltylanguage.com, check out the site, see all the things Tony's, doing over there. You can see the past episodes that we have. All of them are available there or through there. All the enthusiast episodes are available there, including the newest one with, previously mentioned pal Philip Corwin. So, go check that one out definitely. 'Cause again, he's the one that made us listen to or watch that terrible, terrible movie.
So terrible.
You can see the networks that we're part of, like the Tangent Bound Network, the Geek Life Radio podcast list, and
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
entertainment.
I know where that one's at.
I'd hope so. If you missed that one, very disappointed.
I'd be disappointed too.
Very, very disappointed.
Well, so disappointed.
Exactly. So let's see what else is on the website. Oh, if you want to help the show out, there's a link on our website to our Patreon page. Like if you want to pick out a terrible movie for us to watch, you can, if you donate enough money to us, you can do that. Be on the show. There's various options over there. We'd appreciate it if you did that. Or if you shop.
What if, Brian?
What?
Hold on.
Okay.
I just thought of something that might. No, I'm not going to put it on the universe.
Okay.
Carry on.
Okay.
I don't want to give anybody any ideas.
Fair enough. If you're going to be shopping on Amazon, please swing by our website first. Click the Amazon banner, and then it'll take you over there and you shop away as normal. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and they help us out a little bit.
A little bit.
I had the 50-cent song in my head.
Nice.
What am I forgetting, Tony?
Amazon link. If you're going to be doing some shopping on Amazon, click that bitch.
I just did that.
Oh.
We're great.
These IPAs I've been hammering are like 10.5. So
it's not bad. That's not bad.
It's not bad. Not bad.
Oh, there we go. If you use iTunes or Apple Podcasts as it's called now, please rate, review, and subscribe if you have not already. 5-star ball wash. Don't forget that.
5-star ball wash.
5-star ball wash. Well, I can't even say it now. 5-star ball wash.
5-star ball wash.
Jesus. And I got another podcast to do.
You should be drinking 10.5.
I should be. Oh, that'd be a mess. Anyway.
Would it be incredible?
Yes.
Would it be the best episode of Crazy Life ever?
Probably would be, because I'd be just an awful, awful mess. If you use like Stitcher or Spotify or another podcast app, please use the like and share options. That way we can, potentially get more listeners. Or also please share our post on Twitter, Facebook. If you want to repost the Instagram things, that's awesome. Just whatever, please share them with your friends and say, hey, go listen to these two dummies.
Yes, exactly.
And tell them to, review 5-star ball wash also.
5-star ball wash.
And I think that's all on the website. All our social media links are there too. Tony and I's Instagram codes are there. The link to my blog and the other podcast we mentioned, The Crazy Life, are on there.
Just by Instagram code, Brian meant snap code.
Yes, I did. Just awful today. Did you put the link on there for your blog?
No, I did not actually.
All right, you wanna throw it out there then?
No.
Okay.
I'll put the link up eventually.
For now, it's secret.
Yeah, I don't, because I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know the whole rigmarole, and I'm not going to look it up right now.
Fair enough.
I just posted about smash burgers, though. They're delicious.
I haven't read that one yet. I read the other ones, but I haven't read that one yet.
There you go.
All right. So I guess that's it for the website. If you want to contact us, you can find us on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me at Stunami.
I am at Monotony.
Allegedly.
Also, well, you already told us about the Snap stuff, so whatever. Figure it out for yourself.
Well, we didn't put the name out there. We just said the code.
Oh, salty_language on Snapchat, you bitches.
Right, I'm at Ninjitsu.
Although, honestly, that's more like my stuff. So if you really want to see the Salty Language stuff, it's Salty Language on Instagram. I've been posting all kinds of dumb shit, and I'm starting to use the stories.
Right. I'm under Stunami on there, and I've never posted a story.
It's very random and few. Mostly what my stories have been lately, they have gotten the most traction.
Yeah.
Is I just look at Apple News and I just make stupid commentary.
Right. Fair enough. That's pretty much what we would have done anyway. So yeah.
Basically, like I put up polls when Bobby Brown's like, Whitney didn't die of drugs. I go, what'd she die of? Drugs or more drugs?
Yeah.
100% of people voted more drugs.
More drugs, yeah, for sure. For sure, yeah. There's no question there.
Landslide for more drugs.
Right, exactly. All right, well,
I for one, welcome President more drugs.
More drugs, yeah. That's a good platform to run on. More drugs.
Yeah, Mo drugs.
More drugs.
So I run on a platform of Mo drugs.
Mo drugs, yeah. Mo drugs will definitely beat more drugs. More East drugs.
Yeah. You say more Easter?
I did. No, I said more East drugs.
Oh.
Because Mo is usually a lot of times.
I thought you said like a nor'easter, but it was a more Easter?
Interesting. No.
It's like a more Easter bomb cyclone of drugs.
That would suck. Yeah.
That would suck.
Or
it could be amazing. Or it's a rave.
Right. It's not snow, it's just Coke.
Exactly. Coke and MDMA.
Jesus.
Everyone's getting fucked up.
Yeah, and they just don't have a choice because they have to breathe.
Exactly. Touching each other's hair and talking about business plans.
Sure. More than normal. Yeah.
Sounds like our show.
It does. It does. I think that's it, right?
I hope so.
That's all the social media stuff. Again, all the links are on the website if you need them, for our YouTube and all that other crap if you want to look at it. So we appreciate you listening to the Salty Language program. I guess, so until next week, everybody will be fine.
Oh, man. Watch out for those more Easter bomb cyclones full of MDMA and Coke.
That's a good call right there.
I meant stay salty.
Yeah, that's fair too. And don't clog Jesus's lineup.